Was good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we get started, I just want to say thank God for another day and another opportunity. Now, as y'all can see from the looks of the title on the screen, today I got another very special build in store for y'all today. One of the best power forwards. We're going to be making the Paint Beast build. Now, I'm telling y'all, we're going to be able to get all of the big man and elite contact dunks. We're also going to be able to dribble, pass, shoot a little bit, and then when it comes down to the defense, I'm telling y'all, this might just be the very best defensive build in all of 2K. Now, I'm going to be showing y'all from the gameplay exactly what this build can do. But before we get any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Now, I would appreciate it if everybody went ahead and turned on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. Don't forget to go ahead and smash that like button. And be sure to comment down TG for thank God, as well as where you're tuning in from watching today. And I most definitely will hit y'all back with the response. So from here, as y'all can see from the gameplay of this build, we're pretty much able to do everything on both ends of the floor. We're going to be making it out of the power forward position, so the first thing that we need to go ahead and do is put it under the 4. Now, when it comes down to the actual body settings, I think this is going to be the biggest factor of this build. Now, when it comes down to the body settings, I'm going to go with the height of 6'11", 247 for my weight with a 7'7" wingspan. Now, the body shape that I'm going to pick is going to be built. Now, from here, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of these actual attributes, and the first area that we're going to get into will be the physicals. So for my speed, I'm going to go with the 70, 65 acceleration, 80 strength, 80 vertical, with an 87 stamina. Now look, I'm going to give y'all a quick tip. If you want to keep it at an 80, you definitely can do so. I'm going to go with an 82 so that way we're able to get every single contact dunk. Now this is going to set us up perfectly. From here, let's get into the breakdown of the defense. So as you can see right here, we get 31 badges. I'm going to go with an 88 interior. Then for my perimeter defense, go with the 72, 75 steal. We get a 99 block out of this build, 85 offensive rebound with a 99 defensive. So on the defensive end already, I'm telling y'all, one of the best builds that you're possibly going to be able to make. Now I'm happy that we actually do get Challenger, Glove, and Interceptor all on bronze for tier 1. Then we do get Hall of Fame Box Out Beast, Chase Down Artist. Also get Anchor, Pogo Stick, and Rebound Chaser with Gold Post Lockdown. Now I'm telling y'all, these badges are super solid to work with. From here, let's get into the breakdown of the playmaking. So for this area, I'm going to go with the pass accuracy of a 70, 70 ball handle with a 51 speed with ball for a total of 11 badges. Now look, out of tier 1, we get handles for days as well as clamp breaker. I like that we get quick first step out of tier 2. And then for tier 3, if you throw on extra badges into this build, we will be able to equip Unpluckable. Now this is going to set us up when it comes down to this area, but I'm telling y'all right now, on this build I am mainly focusing on the defense as well as the finishing, and you can even consider this to be a catfish build if you want it. Now from here, let's go ahead and wrap it up with the finishing. So we get 22 badges. I'm going to go with the close shot of a 74, 85 driving layup, 93 driving dunk with a 90 standing dunk. Now with these 22 badges, we get gold acrobat and limitless takeoff on tier 1. We also do get slithery, and then I'm happy that we get pro touch and giant slayer on Hall of Fame. Now for tier 2, we get fearless finisher, gold posterizer, and then for tier 3, we do get bronze bully with gold rise up and then silver fast twitch. Now I'm really liking this setup of badges, especially when it comes down to this area. We get all of the contact dunks like I mentioned earlier. Now when it comes down to the rest of this build, the main area that I do want to focus on will be the free throw. So look, I'm going to raise this up to the max, and it's going to actually go up to a 64. Now I think this is perfect for this build. Again, if you want to try to get a higher rating, I would go ahead and lower anything when it comes down to the physicals. For example, if you wanted to lower the speed, you definitely can do so, but I'm telling y'all, whether or not you do decide to run with teammates, it makes a huge difference. So let's say that you do run with a teammate that does have on floor general. That's going to give you a +4, so a 68. Now, if you buy your own boost, that's a +5. You do have the potential to bring this up into the 70s. Again, if you do run with the correct teammates, you're going to be all set to go. I'm going to leave the setup like this, especially when it comes down to this build. I think we hit perfectly on the offense and the defensive end. Now we're able to finish, we get the contact dunks, we're able to dribble. The shooting is definitely going to be there, and it's more of a wreck build if you look at it clearly. Now with the defensive end, not much needs to be said about this. But from here, let's go ahead and check out the takeover. So look, we do get the rim protecting and then the glass cleaning. Now the first one that I would really recommend to everybody who did make this build, go with Paint Intimidation. I'm telling y'all, the best defensive takeover when it comes down to the inside. Now necessarily, you do not need to go with another rim protecting takeover, but if you wanted to, I can completely understand. The one that I think is going to be most important, I would go with Box at Wall or See the Future Takeover. Now, why wouldn't you want to see where the rebounds are going? I'm going to go with See the Future Takeover and pair it up with Paint Intimidation. Now, from here, let's go ahead and check out the build to make sure that we made it correctly together. And as y'all can see, if you followed along, we should be getting these three comparisons. I love the fact that one of them is going to be Giannis. And as y'all can see together, we have created the Catfish Paint Beast build. And you can really consider this to be an exact Giannis Antetokounmpo build. Now let me know in the comments, what do y'all think about the making and how I went about it. But from here on out, let's go ahead and take a quick look at what we're going to be looking like maxed out. Now remember, if you do buy your own boost, it's going to make a huge difference on this build. But from here, I'm going to go ahead and get into the breakdown of the badge layouts. Now when it comes down to the finishing, we actually do get some solid badges. Now from the highest, I'm going to go with Hall of Fame Giant Slayer and then Pro Touch. Now we also do go with Gold Limitless Takeoff and then Posterizer. I like Silver Slithery, and then we're also able to get Fearless Finisher. And then for my core badge, I'm going to go with Bully. Now I think when it comes down to the finishing, you can make your own adjustments when it comes down to these badges. I feel like I picked the most important ones that are going to make the biggest difference on the finishing side. Now with the shooting, the only core badge that I'm going to go with is going to be Agent 3. You could even go with Volume Shooter if you wanted. Now when it comes down to the playmaking, I'm going to go with Gold Special Delivery, Silver Vice Grip as my core badge. And remember, down the road, you will be able to unlock Unpluckable. Now from there, I'm going to go with Quick First Step on Bronze, Bailout, Clamp Breaker, and then Handles for Days. Now I'm telling y'all, Handles for Days on Bronze is going to make a huge difference with this build. From here, with the defensive end, I'm telling y'all, look at Bronze badges are going to play a huge trend for Tier 1. So I like Interceptor, Glove, and Challenger all equipped. Then for Tier 2, Hall of Fame Box Out Beast with Chase Down Artist. And then for Tier 3, I really do like Anchor, Pogo Stick, and then Rebound Chaser. Now when it comes down to this build all around, the defense and the finishing are clearly the strongest areas. But even when it comes down to the playmaking, we're still going to be able to be a threat. Then when it comes down to the shooting on the free throw end, I'm telling y'all, I think I made this build perfectly to be taken into any game mode. Now here's going to be the jump shots that you can pick from. Again, it just comes down to how you make it and if you want to upgrade the shooting. Let me know in the comments if you did make it this far, what do you think about this build? But if you did make it this far, I just want to say thank you so much for your support. And again, man, this is pretty much what the build is going to be looking like, so feel free to make your own adjustments from here on out. But if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Now turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And I would appreciate it if everybody went ahead and smashed that like button. But be sure to comment down TG for Thank God, as well as where you're tuning in from watching today. And I most definitely will hit y'all back with a response. But again, I just want to say thank you one last time. And thank you, God, for another day and another opportunity. And with all that being said, man, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.